Hey folks, this is Josh Lane from ConsciousNature.net, sharing a bit of wild wisdom with you today. Today I was reflecting on the idea that we each have a special light inside of us, a special gift to share with the world. It comes from our experience and who we are, what we're bringing, what we're joyful about, what we've learned on our journeys. We each have medicine that we've gained, teachings and wisdom that we've gained from the experience of life. And when we take the time to share this with other people, we help that gift inside of us to shine more brightly, and we can light up something in other people too. I remember at one point in my journey, I felt like I had to excel to a certain point to be, quote, useful, right? And so I had set this super high bar with everything I was doing, and that actually kept me from sharing those gifts that I had cultivated inside myself, because my expectation was always so high for myself that it actually always superseded where I was at in that moment, even though I had so much to share. And so this was a journey for me of realizing that, we don't have to hold this bar that's so high that it's unattainable to be able to offer something to the world. We each have something every moment to offer. And so this video is my invitation to you to consider, what are those gifts inside of you? What are those lessons you've learned? And when you see somebody in your life, if they're open, to maybe being asked a question or just hearing a perspective, if they're open to it, just to consider that you have that inside you to share. And maybe you're stepping into a leadership role or considering that in some capacity, whether that's as a mentor, a coach, working with children, working with adults, whatever it is. And maybe something's been holding you back. This is a common thing that I see with clients where they have a vision. They know they want to share this gift that they have. And when they go to do that, there's something inside that comes up, and it's like this force that presses down that light, right? It's self-doubt, self-criticism, worry about how others will perceive you. All this inner talk, both consciously and often on an unconscious level, right? That is actually keeping you from expressing that vision, expressing that desire to help and to be of service. And so becoming aware of that is super important on the journey into leadership in our own life, of what that means for us, of who we are here to help, what we're here to express as a creative being. So just something to think about, when that stuff comes up, just to recognize it and to know that just being aware of that's going to have an impact, because it starts to open up a choice. Whereas before, maybe that pressure was coming from beneath, but we didn't even recognize it, right? There was just a wall that we couldn't even recognize. But when we start to pay attention, we realize when that feeling comes up, we realize some of the thoughts that bubble up around that. We can start to work with that. We can start to question it, challenge those thoughts, and ask ourselves whether we really want to buy into that or not. And the truth is that in each moment we do have something powerful to share. And on any journey, sometimes the biggest difference is just being able to share that next step with somebody, right? Just being a step past somebody on that journey gives you a perspective that you can offer, gives you insights, because you can remember when you were in that same place that they are. And you can remember what helped you to move through that and get to the next thing, right? And so there's always that potential that we don't have to be 10 or 20 or 30 steps ahead of somebody to be of help on a particular path, but even just one step, and even being in the same place, because we're all on our own journey where it's always unfolding. There's always new growth, new understanding. So wherever we are, just being that listening ear, giving a space just to catch the other person's story and hear what's going on for them, that can make all the difference in the world. So my invitation to you is just to consider that light that's inside you, those gifts, that deep wisdom just from life, and to remember that you always have something to share. And I invite you to look for opportunities to do that, not in a pushy way or a way of, knowing what's best for another person, but simply being there to hold space at times with that connected kind of feeling, and maybe ask some questions or offer some perspectives if they're open to that, and know that you can always be of service to those around you that way. And that also creates an opening to let others into your experience, right? And to share their perspectives. So just something to sit with today, a little bit of wild wisdom, hopefully to inspire your path, and to know that there's always an opportunity to connect and be in that place of helping oneself, helping your gifts and light to shine, and helping others. And if that's something that's been coming up for you on your journey, where you have clear goals in your business, your vision, in your nature connection journey, your meditation practice, your manifestation practice, but something's holding that back, there's that dynamic of those sabotaging thoughts that are coming in consciously or unconsciously, and it feels like a wall you can't get past. That's exactly what I work to address with rapid reprogramming, which is a neuroscience-based method of working with those limiting patterns and opening those up so that we can get through that and have more clarity and alignment with what we really want to bring forward in the world. So if you want one-on-one support with that, please reach out to me on my contact form at consciousnature.net, and put this into use. Think about this, and may your journeys in nature nourish you, and may your light within shine to inspire everybody. Be well. Until the next time.